Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Once again, it's another match day for Newcastle United for potentially the second time this season. Newcastle got the opportunity to win 3 matches in the space of the same week. Can we do it? Last time it was Manchester, West Ham and Brentford. This time it's Tottenham, Everton and Southampton if we win today. Now I know on paper Southampton is going to be the easiest game out of the 3 matches, but do not write these off because this is a team that is desperate, a team that I feel like if they do not win today, Southampton will go down to the Championship. They have to win and get some form of win streak going. I think the games are on now for them. They have to get something at Newcastle. So, yeah, really interesting one for them. But I feel like professional-wise, we'll go out there and we'll just do what we need to do. I mean, Newcastle, honestly, I think we beat Southampton, Leicester. I think we'll have Champions League. I think it's that close now. 3 more wins categorically, I think we will have Champions League. But even as long as you beat Southampton, Leicester at home and you don't lose to Brighton at home, I think we have Champions League football. 4-0. I've seen a lot of people play high scorings for Newcastle now. I did say 3-0 personally, so that's still a decently high score. But listen, again, do not write these off. But anyway though, Champions League. I can't believe I'm talking about Champions League 1 full season after the takeover. I mean, I still can't get it in my head, you know. I just can't believe we're in a position like this and we deserve to be here. I mean, come on. You got to think about it, some of the draws we've had as well, and even a couple of the losses. We probably shouldn't have had some of those results. So honestly, we could have. Who knows what the limit could be with this team once we sign more players, once the team's had a couple more years they gel together. Who knows where this club could go. But honestly though, I think for Newcastle fans such as myself, we're just so happy to be where we are now. But anyway though, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for a bit of a sloppy intro there. If you're new around here, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoy what you're watching. Of course, we've got Arsenal next week, big game of football that one. With the way they start to drop points off, they're going to be under a bit of pressure to come to St James's Park, and I think we can do any team, to be honest. So we'll see how things go. But anyway though, Southampton at home. Can we beat them for the 4th time this season? Let's find out. Well, as you can see behind me now, the barricades have been moved. All the Newcastle players have entered St James's Park today. Longstaff's a big miss for us, so pretty much he broke a bone somewhere in his foot, so chances are he's going to miss the rest of the season. He's going to be a huge miss for us because of how well he's been playing this season. But thankfully, because unlike in previous seasons now, I do think with this injury, I think we have the squad depth to cover for him. If we pick up a couple of other injuries midfielder-wise or on the wide areas, I think we are in big problems. But for now though, I think we can cope with it. Personally for me, I'll probably drop Joe into the midfield. I'll play Isak out wide. Now I'm fully aware Isak hasn't really played out wide before, but he's too good. I honestly think he can play anywhere on the pitch. You know, the guy's an absolute joke of a player. So there's the Southampton team bus arriving today. So this is a huge game of football for them, by the way. If they don't win today, I think Southampton are down. I think they have to beat Newcastle and they would have to start a win streak, which based on their season so far is extremely unlikely. So I think Southampton are down if they don't get 3 points. That's how big of a match I think this is for them. So huge game of football. There it is, there's the team coach. Maybe for the last time at St James's Park this season for them before the relegation. Now we've got to remember as well, we've already beaten these 3 times this season, and they're arriving once again with the hope of trying to get something against us. So we see how things play out. Obviously Premier League football, you never know what's going to happen. But on paper, Newcastle, we are expected to win the game, of course. We are how well we've been playing. We start playing our best football this season just towards the back end of it. So as long as we get 3 points, I don't care what the score is. Just get out there and get the result in.
Hi, my name is Alfie and I think the score is going to be 3-0 today. I'm going to say Isak 2 and Murphy.
Isak 2 and Murphy 1?
Aye.
And finally, do you think Newcastle are going to get top 4 this season?
4,
yeah, I think so now, especially if we beat Southampton, so fingers crossed.
We're going to beat Arsenal.
You think we're going to beat Arsenal next week? I tell you what, I think we can beat anyone at home with the way we're playing, so let's get the job done today first and then we can worry about Arsenal next week.
Yeah, I'm Amelia. I'm Sophie.
And what are we thinking for the score today?
I think 3-0. 4-1 on Newcastle.
Any goal scorers?
Murphy, Jolin, and Isaac.
Alright, what about
I
you?
think 4-1. I think Wilson's going to score Isaac, Murphy, and Jolin.
Anyway guys, we are back once again with Wolfie. Now you might have recognised this lad. All the time he's outside constantly trying to get money raised for the food bank, and you've raised a serious amount. Last time I remember speaking to you and your dad, you raised about £5,000 if I remember correctly, so that's incredible, well done. And I want to say on behalf of everyone in Newcastle, thank you so much for coming out, as well as all the other volunteers for raising money for the food bank. It's so important. But anyway, the Southampton game today, what are we thinking for the score?
4-2.
You got any goal scorers in mind?
Hopefully Isaac will get a hat-trick and Jolin one.
But you're confident, I sure hope so. But anyway, thank you again, Wolfie.
Alright, Chris here from North East Updates.
Now, I've actually done bits for you before, so I remember a few months ago now we did a charity match at the foundation where we did the likes of Rubenstein, Andrew Cushion, so it was great to be involved charity-wise for you. But you want to quickly...
Got the big win as well.
Yes,
Newcastle,
we did. We did win as well, that's correct. But you want to quickly sort of introduce yourself for anyone that might not be familiar with you?
Sure, yes. So the channel's North East Updates, so we try to cover Newcastle, Sunderland, everything music, everything North East. We try to cover everything locally and promote everything North East.
And now, as for the Southampton game today, I mean, I'm sure you'll be speaking to plenty of Newcastle fans already throughout the season and the Champions League hopes. So we'll get on that in just a second, but I think it's going to happen, you know. But that Southampton game, we've got to get the result first. Do you think we're going to beat them?
I think the Tottenham result was the really one that swayed it for me. I think as a Newcastle fan, you're a bit pessimistic. You've had a bit of bad luck the last few years, so you're not really expecting it. But after the Man U and the Tottenham game, I think Champions League is on the cards now. And I think anything other than a win today would be of disappointment. I think you want to play Southampton, they look like they're definitely down. They're the team that are going to go down. So anything other than a win is going to be a disappointment. I think 3-0.
Any scores? Or?
It's hard to know who's going to start between Wilson and Isaac, but I think whichever one of them starts, I think they'll probably get a brace and then a goal from midfield, possibly Almiron.
George and Isaac.
And what are we thinking for the score prediction today?
4-1.
4-1 and 4-0. You got any goal scorers in mind?
Isaac.
It's like Wilson, you both back them. I think a lot of people, to be fair, that I spoke to today have said the exact same. So fingers crossed we do, and appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Let me introduce you to John Sinclair. Hello there. You doing all right?
How you doing, Adam, my guy? I hope you're fine. I'm fine. Just here for a couple of days, and I'm here for the match, and we part of that. Yeah, it's all good.
So for those who aren't too familiar, John's is a Newcastle United YouTuber, travelled up from Bristol for all the home games, I believe, or the majority of them?
The majority of the games is just games I can go, and if I have to work, I cannot make it, sort of thing. So yeah, so it's a shame, but I'd love to come every home game, and it's my passion to feeling, and yeah, it's a shame. But, yeah.
And what are we thinking for today? Southampton, we've got past probably the two harder games this week. Southampton at home, Newcastle are third in the Premier League table. How are we feeling for this?
You know what? I'm feeling so confident we're going to get a big win today, 3-4-0 for us today. We're playing so well, 10 goals in 2 games, and he's stepping up. Jacob Murphy's playing well, Isak's outstanding. I mean, Bruno doing well, and Joel, it's just a beast. So I'll go for a big 3-4-0 win at you, Adam. And you know what it is, right? I mean, we'll get top 4 this season. These are the sort of teams who've got to win. Win these games, and we'll be there.
So how many wins do you think Newcastle need to get top 4?
I think 3 more wins, Adam. I mean, if you get 3 more wins, there's not a lot Liverpool can do because they're still in the race as well. And you know what it is, right? We just got to concentrate on the one game, Adam. Because the thing is, win these games, 3 more wins, and have Champions League starts, mate.
Appreciate it, John. Thank you. So what's your name?
Louis.
And what are we thinking for the score today?
4-1 the Mags. Come on, you Mags.
Panorama?
A panorama?
Yeah.
I'll take one.
So as we just saw there, that was actually 50 fans that travelled down from Sweden to come watch Newcastle play today. So if any of you have been subscribed to my channel for a decent amount of time there, you would remember when I went across to Austria especially, where you get Newcastle fans from all over Europe that come watch. I remember speaking to people from Austria, South Germany, we had Belgium, the Netherlands, Sweden, Croatia, the list goes on and on, just all these mad countries that you wouldn't think have a decent amount of Newcastle fans, but all these people have come to travel across the globe to watch this play. It's incredible to see. So as for those Sweden fans, they actually met up with Emil Kraft yesterday, so I don't know if that was officiated by the club or they spoke to him by themselves, but yeah, they actually came up and met Kraft yesterday, so it's great to see them involved. I remember some of them last season actually giving an award to Jordan, so they have been involved with the club before. So yeah, that was 50 of them coming across for the game. Obviously, membership-wise, you guys who haven't got tickets to the seasonal basis will know how hard it is to pick up an individual match ticket. So, but 50 of them get tickets today. That's quite impressive, to be fair. So it's 15 minutes before kick-off now. I'm heading inside St James's Park. My personal score prediction, I said 3-0 this morning, so the exact same score prediction I said for Tottenham. It depends on how Newcastle starts in the game, really. If we get a goal straight away, the chances are it could be a high-scoring game, but I really think Southampton will give it a go today. I've got a feeling they'll give it a fight for minute 1, and it'll take Newcastle a bit of work. But once they score 1, I think we'll have them. So let's find out. 3-0, how are the Mags?
Full time today at St James's Park. Newcastle United 3, Southampton 1. So I'm currently back in the house now, and I've got the post-match celebrations at St James's Park on when I'm talking. So one of the main reasons why I kind of got a match reaction and a vlog feature for my channel now for the home games is just so when I'm doing my match reaction, I can have my actual say on this video, and I can have my reaction after the game with the fans as well, because I know some of you guys don't like it when I get cut off constantly, but I do it intentionally because, well, the point of that being is that, well, I want engagement from you guys. I want people to come over and celebrate the win, because Newcastle once again have given us a reason to celebrate, because we came away with yet another big 3 points, and I thought that game was a game of two halves, to be honest. I remember coming into the concourse at half time thinking to myself, well, I thought Newcastle had a bad half there. I didn't like the first half at all. I thought we were miles off it. I thought Southampton had far too much of the ball. I always knew it was going to be a tricky game because this is a desperate team that is desperate to pick up points. But I thought Southampton had control in that game, and we shouldn't be allowing a team like Southampton to have control in the game, especially where we are in our season now. So going in a hard time, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not feeling good here. We need to change this up, Eddie. So Eddie Howe does exactly that. He takes Anthony Gordon off. I thought he had a good half, Gordon, but I will say again, end product wise, I thought it was poor from him against Southampton. I thought his end product was just not on it. Unlucky not to score somewhat, but I felt like he has to be scoring opportunities. So hopefully next chance he gets, he'll take it. But yeah, what I like about Eddie Howe as well is the fact he takes Gordon off straight away. No messing around whatsoever. He takes Gordon off. It's like he puts out wide. Callum Wilson up top. The impact is made straight away. Second half, we are on them like a rash. 45 minutes. Southampton did not get a sniff in our goal in that second half. Newcastle continued to power the pressure. Only one team was putting the ball in the back of the net in that second half, and it was Newcastle. We did it under Callum Wilson with 2 goals, and it was your own goal from the corner. Callum Wilson, Isak, those two in a combination is exceptional. And Callum Wilson, this is a crazy stat by the way, he has scored 8 goals in April. That is the most scored in a month from any Newcastle United player in Premier League history. He's probably going to win Premier League Player of the Month, you know. I mean, there really isn't many options out there. Callum Wilson probably is going to win it with the 8 goals he's scored. It's 8 goals he's got in a month. Fair play to him. But as well as that, Newcastle United have now picked up 65 points for the first time since 2012. And not to mention as well, because of the fact that Tottenham and Villa played so, I believe Newcastle United, after today's win, is actually now guaranteed European football next season. We are officially in Europe next season. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Newcastle United have done it. We are guaranteed now to play European football. Of course, we all want Champions League football, and we'll see whether we'll get Champions League football or not. But just know, get the passports renewed, because we're guaranteed to be in Europe next season. Wow, what an achievement that is for us in our first full season back in the Premier League. That's incredible, and it's a testament to the ownership, the coaches, the manager, the players, and everyone that's been connected at this football club for being able to reach European football in our first full year since it take. Well, it's phenomenal. Congratulations to everyone at the club, and yeah, we shall be celebrating this. But I want top 4, based on our season, based on how we've been. If we don't get top 4, I will be disappointed, despite the fact that we have massively achieved what none of us really thought we were going to get this year. But one last push to go. I think Newcastle need 2 more wins to get it. I know I said the Brighton draw and the Leicester win part of my vlog, but I still feel like 1 more win just to guarantee it, because Liverpool picked up a good win against Tottenham. I know they got a bit lucky at the end, but they probably do deserve to at least win the game. So yeah, we beat Leeds away, beat Leicester at home, get a point against Brighton. I think we've got it in the bag there. And that's without even getting into consideration Chelsea last game of the season and Arsenal at home. I think all the games we've got now are actually winnable, believe it or not. I think all 5 of them we can win on paper. So we'll see what happens. Time will tell. But let me know what you think down below, guys. You like this little new feature. It's still a bit of a work in progress, so apologies if this vlog's not the greatest, but obviously future home vlogs, we'll get it sorted. Arsenal next week, we'll get the double feature sorted then. It is dependent as well. For example, let's say Arsenal beat Newcastle. Chances are I'm not going to make 2 uploads for a loss, because I kind of don't want to do that when we lose. So it is dependent on if we win the game or not. But if you like what you're watching, just let me know down below. We'll be back with videos throughout the week before the Arsenal game. Take care. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.